All right, guys, what up? Let's kick off week 7. But first thing first, how did round 6 go for us? Jornada 6. My record as far as leans. Again, I try to bet almost everything that I put out. I don't want to give you guys, I don't want to mislead anybody. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to guys to tell you what I'm doing and what I think you should do. But on my final record ended up being 7, 11, and 4. Not exactly. I mean, we could probably say it was at a slight loss, but more than likely we broke even. You know, I try to usually most of my plays, I try to make them plus money if I can. If not, I can't always get plus money on some of the totals. So got a couple minuses in there, but for the most part, our weekend we broke even. 7, 11, 4 pushes because some of them were just plus ones, plus one on the goals. So really we got our money back on the pushes, so we could really say this record was 11 and 11. So not exactly in profit, not exactly in a loss. We're kind of just stable, but we're here to go make round 7 a profitable week. I'm warning you guys right now for Friday's card. The first 3 games, there's 3 games on Friday, and it has 3 favorites that not all of them should be favorites, but again, it's one of those things where you got some favorites that are kind of more, they are heavier favorites, and we're not just going to parlay those 3 favorites or nothing like that. We're not going to run favorites, at least not on all of them. Just to give you guys a heads up, we're not going to run favorites on all 3 on Friday. We're going to try to find the parlay busters, which ones are going to mess up that parlay. That's where we're going to make our money, because more than likely we're going to get way better odds just trying to find the parlay buster than to try and parlay 3 big favorites. All right, guys, so let's kick off Saturday's card. Let's become profitable this week. Last weekend we pretty much broke even. This week we're looking to go positive. We got Atlas at home, my favorite team, up against Puebla. And this is, again, guys, this is math. I hate going against my team, but it just doesn't make sense. I'm not going to pay minus 125 for my team. They're my team, but they have not won a single game. And I would be very disappointed to pay minus 125 and they completely choke. I like my team as an underdog, definitely a lot better than I like them as a favorite. And they're going up against a very scrappy Puebla team. Puebla is literally 1 place above Atlas. So on the table, I'm not sure the number. All I know is Puebla is above my team. Not by much, but Puebla at least have a win on their record. My team does not have a single win. Atlas does not have a single win. It does not matter to me that they're at home. They have not been able to get a win. So the way we're playing this game, we're definitely going to go with an over. I'm getting some plus money for it. I just checked it. At first, I thought it was minus 120. So you'll see on the screen, guys, that I have it at minus 120. But it's actually in plus money. Plus 118. It's the over 2 that's minus 120. So it is. Although the odds makers are trying to tell us that this is a lower scoring game, I'm still going with an over, especially if I'm getting plus money for it. Again, it just goes with my long-term strategy. Sometimes it doesn't exactly happen. Just because some of these things are juiced, just because some of these things are at a certain minus price, does not mean it's going to happen. So you just got to take your shots and fire away, especially with what you think is going and what's your strategy. My strategy is the over is more profitable in the long term, especially for Liga MX. So I'm going with an over 2.5. And judging by the 2 teams we got here, our over looks very, very alive. I'm also going to take Puebla in the first half for plus 400. I definitely think they can be leading the way. Sometimes my team can choke things, to put it simple. Sometimes my team definitely chokes things. So I'm going to go with Puebla in the first half. I think they're going to shock us a little bit and be leading by the first half. I'm taking them also on the double chance. I've liked Puebla's results a lot better than I've liked my team's results. My team is they're one of the teams that keep getting the most draws. So they're very good at taking games to a draw. But because I think Puebla is is a little bit more scrappy, a little bit more dangerous, they at least have a win under their record. I think they can actually take the win home. So I'm gonna take Puebla draw on the double chance. Blah. Sorry guys, I lost my words. Puebla draw on the double chance for -105. 2 out of the 3 results I can get for -105. Atlas at -125 is just not worth it. I need a plus price if I'm gonna take Atlas, especially because they just have not had a win this season. Puebla at least has had a win, and the competition they've been facing has been a little bit rough. They're just coming off of a 2-1 loss against America. Nothing to be ashamed of. 2-1. So they prevented from America getting a run line type of score. So they only won by 1. Most people were probably playing an America -1, -2, something like that, because again, Puebla is just a team that's going to be continuously underestimated. But I think they pull off an upset in this game, if I'm being honest.